Hello world! Welcome back to another BCACTF 3.0 write-up video. In this video, we'll be covering the Forensics Challenge Blender creation. Let's get into it. I'm learning how to use Blender, and if I'm being honest, I have no idea what I'm doing. Here's a render of something I made. Not exactly sure what it is though. Okay, so we'll get this challenge.png file, and as you can see, there's a bit of the flag rendered up in the top right-hand corner of this image. Very interesting, right? Now let's try just opening this up with a simple text editor. Notepad++ will work. And if we scroll to the bottom, there we go. You'll notice there's some Python code down here. So why don't we go ahead and take this out and put it into a script so that we can play around with it, because this is clearly what we need to look at for this challenge. I already have one prepared right here. So we'll paste that in, and BPY is Blender Python, so it's creating a Blender image or file essentially. Though we can't really open that image file up in a 3D viewer and look at the model, so we'll have to decode whatever is being printed up in the corner through the script. Now, we should be able to figure that out pretty easily, because if you scroll down, there's underscores and some characters here. This kind of looks like the program building the flag for us to print out to that corner. So it has to create that string in order to be able to print it out into that corner. And as you can see here, it looks like it's first building that string and then decoding it in base64 before it prints it out. So you can even see the closing brace for our flag right there. So we just need to decode the end result of the base64, which is this A variable right here. So, well, actually, it already decodes it for us, so we really just need to print it out. So that being said, this won't work if you run it as is. I tried. And the other thing you need to keep in mind is this only works in versions of Python that are 3.7 and under 3.8. So keep that in mind. You'll have to downgrade your Python or run a different Python version, that being, again, 3.7 to less than 3.8 in order for this to work. So as you saw, there was an error there, and we can work around that error, actually. So we really only care about the bits that are composing our flag, right? So U looks like it's part of our flag, and this YRSTH variable looks like it's our flag because it's down here inside the A variable being referenced. So let's leave those two open, but let's start commenting out bits that we don't necessarily care about. The ones that are actually drawing the flag to the image, because we don't really need those. The X is probably important. As you can see down here, it's part of our flag base64 decoding function right there, so we'll leave that in. And then we don't need this context object stuff right here, because that's all drawing. And then let's get rid of the rest of this here. Okay, so now we only have the bits that are dealing with actual strings, right? Now, you saw the error. It looked like it had something to do with the BPY library. And I think it threw that error because I don't have a camera for it to reference from, because it says camera add here, but that's just a guess on my part. But these functions do work, so that's perfectly fine. All right, so now all we should have to do is print A, right? Because it's doing the base64 decoding for us here. So A should be our composite flag. So let's run. And there's our flag, Blender, Python, and foren. So we'll grab that, submit the flag, and there we go. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like and subscribe to the channel to show your support. Turn on post notifications to get regular injections of cyber content directly into your feed. Check out our Patreon, join our Discord, and follow us on Twitter. Links in the description box down below. And leave any feedback or questions in the comments section down below. This is Almond Milk. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, world.